Hi guys, it is December 13th, 2016. I am in my sauna, or as I say, sauna, being a Finlander. I had 3 dreams last night that I want to tell you about. I'm not going to go about trying to determine what they mean, but I know there's a lot of you that will. And I'm counting on you guys to put your thoughts and advisories of what these dreams mean in the comments. And we'll go from there. Okay, so the first dream that I was flying a plane. My dad was a pilot, so I kind of have a little background on how to fly. I was flying from Illinois to Philadelphia. I knew I was going to Philadelphia, and I was alone on the plane. It was not a huge plane, but it wasn't tiny either. It was, it had like the 2 seats in the front and then some seats in the back. But I was alone on the plane, and I was flying, and I fell asleep in my dream, and it was making that noise like I was about to crash, like that beep, 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 like when the plane is descending too fast. So I quickly awakened and was able to pull the wheel and level off, and then regain altitude and get back to my cruising altitude and continue flying on to Philadelphia, which I knew that was my destination in my dream. I don't remember exactly why. I just remember thinking before I woke up that I did not remember the tail number, the license number, the 3 digits on the tail. It could be 5, I'm not sure. I'm not a pilot myself, but anyway, I couldn't remember the number on the back to tell them, and I was worried about landing and not knowing that number. And then I woke up. Okay, the next dream, I believe I was at an airport, and I was flying to see my son. And actually, I'm sorry, I backed that up. I was flying to see my brother, who had landed a spot on the NFL football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and he was at training camp. And it was my brother, not my son. Sorry about that. And I was telling a person, I'm going to see my brother. He's playing for the Philadelphia Eagles, and he's in training camp there in Philadelphia. And I was going to fly there to see him. And I was explaining that to somebody. And that's it. That's all I remember on that one. And then dream number 3. I hope I can do this justice in trying to explain it. If you can just picture the temple, Solomon's temple, where it was complete rock and marble, just shiny, beautiful marble with the pillars and then the ceiling, the roof on top of it. I was in a building, a structure like this, but it was like multi-tiered, like there were floor after floor after floor in height. It was almost as if it never ended. I could see that there was a top and there was a bottom. I guess I couldn't see that, but I knew it. And what was different about this building is it was floating in space, and it was not together. So there was the floor, a gap, then there was the pillars, and then a gap, and then there was the ceiling, which was very ornate, and a gap, and then the next level, and a gap. So there was space between all of these different levels, and it went forever. And I was flying, and I was looking at all of the different parts of the temple that were floating in space, and they were apart, so they weren't together, but they were perfectly aligned. So all you would have had to do is just pancake it together, and it would just come together perfectly as the temple. I don't know why it was apart. I don't know what this represents. I have a feeling I know, but I'm not even going to throw it out there. It was just perfectly aligned so that if you pushed it together, it would be perfect. but it was still apart, and I was flying just with my body, not in a plane or anything. I was just flying, zooming in and out, looking at the different parts of the temple that was floating in air. So those are my 3 dreams. I haven't had dreams in such a long time, but it was a little bit refreshing to finally fall asleep and have a couple of dreams. So, okay guys, I'm leaving you to that, and hopefully I will be back soon because I have a word in progress. Love you all.